Hey everyone! Well, about 2 hours later and my food prep is done. So I just thought I would show you what I do. I'm sure everybody does things differently, but this is generally what I do in the run of a week. I pick one day, and it's usually the day of or after shopping, and I like to prep all of my foods because I found when I wasn't doing this, I was constantly wasting fruits and vegetables. I don't know what it is, but if I have to peel it or wash it or do any of those things, whatever, I'm just probably going to grab a granola bar or something processed. That is not good for me. So, this is what I've done. I'm going to try to hold it so you can all see. First I will cover, I got asked if I use butter or oil or anything like that. I do. I do not use margarine. Devil. I use just regular butter, and I try to not use it unless I have to. When I'm cooking or if I'm making my own dressings or anything like that, I use extra virgin olive oil. I bought a book called It Starts With Food. That book is amazing. I highly recommend it to anybody. It will break down so many things that I can't even begin to explain. So anyways, let's begin. I have my romaine lettuce, as you can see. I cut it and wash it. If you watched my previous video, I buy big bags from Costco, and I find if I wash it and cut it all up, the lettuce kind of just wilts and goes bad, so I use about 2 at a time. It will do me and my family for about a day, I'd say. I try to eat a salad sometime throughout the day, and then again at supper. So I cut up about 2 romaine heads, I guess if you will, at a time, just to ensure that I'm not wasting anything. I'll just give you a whole overview of my table here, what we're going to go through. I have my pineapple. Usually pineapples come with instructions. You may laugh at me, but I have a bitch of a time cutting those things. Red peppers, now I do these up in this container. They're diced because I eat them a lot with my egg whites in the morning. So that way I don't have to cut anything, chop anything. I can grab a handful of those, throw them in the frying pan. Then of the same thing, I've got my red and yellow peppers. I mean, they're all washed and cut. Except for now with these ones, I just leave them out into whole pieces like this because at least when I'm going to use them for cooking, I might want them in their whole form like that, or I can choose at that point to chop them up into tinier pieces, which takes like 2 seconds, or food processor. Then I have my strawberries. I just cut them, wash them, and put them back into the container that I bought them in the store. I mean, why not? They have little holes in the bottom, and they keep well. At least that way when you go to open it, you know, hey, I've cut it, I've washed it, it's fresh, ready to go. I do the same thing with my tomatoes. Just peel off the little viney things, give them a good rinse, and put them back in their container, shove them in the fridge. My cauliflower, wash it, slice it, put it in containers. Same with my carrots and my celery. Of course, my carrots I peel and I slice those all up. I find if they're like that, I eat, like, seriously so many vegetables, it's insane. It's like when I go to a party or when somebody has a baby shower or something like that, and there's that tray of fruits and veggies, and you're amazed at how much you can eat in that one sitting because they're chopped and ready to go, and you don't have to do anything. So I found doing that at home helped so much. And then with the kids, they can run to the fridge and grab a handful, or you can put them in like a few little baggies or have their own special containers, and they know, like, hey, this is a snack that I'm always allowed to have. My cantaloupe, I just sliced it up, put it in a big container. Again, that way it keeps a little bit better. Easy thing for you to grab, kids to grab. I was running out of Tupperware, so my cucumber are in a nice big freezer bag. Pears, same thing. I peeled them all, pitted them all, cut them all up. again, I also make my own baby food, so it just takes a handful of those, put them in some water, soften them up, mash them, puree them. There's breakfast, lunch, supper. I do the same thing with my apples. Now, I know some people are picky and they don't want to do that because all of a sudden they're going to have brown apples, but they don't taste any different. So I do it. I don't have a problem with it. You could sprinkle cinnamon on them, you know, anything to spicing them up. If your kids are little, they're like, ew, they're brown, you could just be like, yeah, that's the brown sugar coming out from the inside. Who knows? If not, it's probably takes 2 seconds to wash up an apple, but I like it like this. And then with my grapes as well. I take them all off of the vine, I pull out any like little pieces, and I wash them all up, put them back in their bag, and then I'm just good to grab a handful of grapes. You could also do this with your meat if you were having specific meals throughout the week. I like to cook up my chicken, let's say, or my pork chops, and then you could either cook it and put it back in the freezer, so all you have to do is reheat it back out, or you could just leave it in the fridge. So these are just some of the things that I do to prepare myself. I have my lunch sitting over on my counter over here, and I mean, I've got grapes, my cauliflower, orange, I think I forgot that over there, but anyways, oranges, same thing. You can peel those, slice them down the middle, take out all the white stuff because I don't like it. I'm sure it's good for me, but hey. You know, fruit, they're my carrots and celery, pineapple, strawberry, pears, and then in my house we also have a fruit bowl, which I find very helpful, and it looks so cute. And I just fill that with all of the fruits and veggies that I don't want to cut up. I mean, I have some pears here that perhaps, you know, my man can just put in his lunch and bring, because he can keep it in the truck, and that way he doesn't have to worry about it. I'm not sure. There's tomatoes, just anything we keep in this bowl, we make sure that it's washed and ready to go. So yeah, that's my food prep video. If you guys have any questions or anything, just message me. You can find me on Facebook at Sweat It to Get It. And if anybody's looking for a free Beachbody coach, let me know. I'm down 37 pounds and 30 some odd inches now. So, have a great day and prep, prep, prep.